It shouldn't be.
Well, it has been.
Ed took a rough draft, passed it,
And you know
sat
what?
on it for 8 months and claimed
And the proof of it was, Jack, it happened. It happened.
Business history, Jack.
Wait a minute, stop, please. It happened, Jack. With the three complaints that were made, everybody in town knew about it within a short period of time. And I don't use the word everybody.
No, I know.
But
I know what you're saying.
certainly it's spread out like
But
wildfire.
everyone who files a complaint with the Board of Ethics has the constitutional right to tell anyone they want that they filed. That's too bad. That's just tough luck. But here's my point. Let me make this point. The Code of Ethics, the preamble, and the purpose of the Code of Ethics is to ensure that every decision made by the town is made in the public interest and not to the benefit of an individual, family, business, or political party. Only the public can truly determine their interest. And what's being asked in this resolution is should you ask the public at a public hearing whether they should have the right to appeal to their town for valid complaints that have been ruled as valid, not determined, but valid to be investigated, and you're protected in that way. Now,
I think further discussion needs to take place on this issue because you're amending a local law. So that to even ask for a public hearing tonight on this resolution is premature to the actual formation of the local law itself. Would that be fair to say?
No, because we cited an Attorney General's opinion,
Didn't we
and
have
we
that
also,
conversation?
have counsel from, General Counsel at the Association of Towns. This resolution has been fully vetted, and it's doable.
I guess I'm working with.
well, you might say it's too soon. I say it's 4 years and 2 months too late. Could I continue, please? Because I have a kind of a flow here.
All right, well,
I have my whole spiel
Well,
worked
you've
out.
got about 5 minutes.
I need to get a rhythm here.
I just want Dave to weigh in.
Obviously, you can have a public hearing, but you're gonna have to have the local law in place before you have the public hearing. In other words,
You're gonna have to draft of the local law.
you're
That's
gonna
right.
have to have the president in the clerk's office, I believe it's 5 or at least 10 days.
That's right. That's
before
right.
it's returned.
But that can still be met. With the passage of this resolution tonight, that can be met. Now, here's where
Are you saying we rushed the resolution?
What?
Are you saying we rushed the?
No,
No,
absolutely not. I'm saying there's
it's
plenty-
already been researched, and it's ready to go.
I'm saying there's plenty of time still to do it. But please,
Okay.
rhythm is everything when you're speaking. And I was on a roll, almost. But here's the point, is that the public interest is something that only the public can determine. And if I could pivot, today we have the decision of the casino. And one thing we learned from the location siting board today is that the public interest does not consist of what the 5 of you want. Because the 5 of you, and then later 4 of you, wanted a casino. And we went and demonstrated, and even Rita Cox, in a very classy statement tonight, admitted that the citizen opposition to this casino sunk this project. And what it opened up is that discrepancy.
Let's get past the casino.
No, absolutely not. Mr. Supervisor, that's where I'm going. You know I'm not a mean-spirited person. That's where I'm going. What I'm saying is that what the casino debacle showed is that the public interest is not what the 5 of you say it is, it's what we say it is. Only the public can determine accurately what its interest is. Now, in fairness...
I didn't hear in the decision being made by the siting board today, anything relating to the public outcry.
Read the report.
In the report, it was said there. And Rita Cox admitted in her statement that there were 12,000 citizen comments made to the siting board throughout the state, and probably a lot, if not most of them, came from, say, East Greenbush.
Okay,
So it's there. Now, here's what I want to say.
Wow.
The
5 minutes, all right?
Wait, I've been talking for a minute and a half. You guys have been saying, and you always had 30 seconds.
Let him talk.
Let me finish, because I'm not going anywhere in a mean-spirited way with this. When this casino thing fell on you, the governor and the legislature put you guys between a rock and a hard place, okay? I would have preferred that with not enough time to make a good decision, you'd have deferred on that basis. But the fact is, I believe you acted in good faith, and I believe you did what you thought was in the best interests of the town. But in fairness, I really believe that, and I think what happened is the people in this community had a different opinion, and we felt that we could express the public interest differently. Because of the discrepancy that was opened up in the casino decision between the wishes of this board and what the public interest in fact is, it means that this ethics proposal should be judged on the basis that what you want is not the same thing as the public interest. So, Mr. Supervisor, I agree totally with your statement. It's time to move on. There's been a lot of hard feelings. There's been a hard fight. We need to come together. We need to move on. And I would like to make a request of this town board. I would ask you to appropriate $5,000 and contribute it to Save East Greenbush to help pay the debts that we've run up during this campaign. What is the public interest worth? We've run up debt, we've all put thousands of dollars in, we still have debts. To move forward together in the interest of reconciliation, in the interest of healing this town, I make that request and I ask you to seriously consider it. Thank you.
Pass the hat around.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'm Eileen Green from Celeste Drive. I would like to say that on Celeste Drive, in our snowstorms, I don't know if it was 3 snowstorms or 2 snowstorms for 2 days or whatever, but Celeste Drive was cleaned up real nice, looked as good as ever, was as good as could be expected in a really long storm. And so whoever's running the plow up in my neighborhood's doing a great job. And I'd like to thank whoever's doing that and the crew altogether for the work that they had to do during the storm. I'd like to thank everybody for the Christmas wishes. I appreciate it. And Dave, especially you, I hope you have a very happy holiday. My comments, which were just under 5 minutes, are now going to be 4 minutes because you did that research of the $120,000 contracting thing. And I'm a bit more comfortable with it now. However, there is a theme about all of these things. We had a presentation at pre-board about the certification of employees. And I think that Phil put it in a nutshell when he said, just to be clear, certify first, appoint later. Is that the order? And the presenter from the county said, yep, that's the order. Certify first and hire after the certification is done. And it's a small example in a small area of town business where we've gone wrong in the past. And when I say we, I mean all of us. The public who wasn't too vigilant, past boards who developed maybe some habits that weren't that great. This board maybe followed some of those habits. But I'm not talking just specifically about the employment. I'm talking about Mary Beth standing and saying, well, you all know that we've had problems with Amtrak, and you all know that we've had problems with increasing the crews. Well, maybe you all know, or maybe one of you know, or maybe 2 of you know. But certainly, we all who are paying the bill do not know, and did not know at any time about these overruns. So we felt like we got smacked with $120,000 that we weren't expecting. The only report that I got on the sewer treatment plant, although I attended the sewer treatment plant meetings and I heard Mary Beth speak very eloquently about how she was going to report regularly, and I believe she's done so. But I think those regular reports morphed into the report that the people of the town of East Greenbush got, which is, hi, it's spring, the flowers are coming up, I hope everybody is enjoying the weather, and the plant is right on target. Well, it's not on target if we're running up a $120,000 bill overrun. It's not on target. And we should pay attention to that. We should pay attention to it in the future. But again, it's part of the same thing. we're gonna do it first, then we're gonna ask later.